There are many, many ways, I think, in which we can encourage each other, encourage people to be more effective on their front lines. Because for the majority of people, they will be working in a context outside the church building. And when we use work here, it's a broad term, not just paid work, but working in all sorts of different capacities, whether that's voluntary work or just in terms of their connection and relationships with others. And I think the first thing that we need to do is to change our thinking on all of this. In our church services, we often commission people for the mission field. We'll pray for our pastors. We'll pray for those who are involved in youth work and are involved in Sunday school teaching. And that's great, and that's a good and a proper thing to do. But I wonder how often we actually pray for those who on a Monday morning go into the workplace, parents who are involved in nurturing and bringing up their children in the context of the home. And also our language too. I think we need to be careful how we refer to vocation, to calling. We often use the word full-time Christian service, whereas actually the calling is for all of us. I've heard it often referred to as a higher calling if we're actually paid by the church. But Jesus' call is to all of us to be salt and light in our daily context. And I think there are other very practical things that we can do. We can get alongside those who are in our churches and support them in the workplace. Ask them questions, what are your challenges? What are your pressures? What can I actually pray about this week for you? And affirm and encourage people in those roles. A parent who's building a child for the future. Your nurse in ITU who's helping to keep someone alive or pain-free. Those who in any way whatsoever are serving our community, collecting refuse, looking after sewerage, water supplies, helping to maintain standards of health and hygiene for us as a society and as a community. There are so many important jobs out there where people actually need prayer and support on their front line.